Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you guys to what is going to be really cool. I haven't done a fantasy draft in years. 6 years ago to this day, or whenever it was, 6 years ago on this channel, I did a fantasy draft of mostly WWE and I guess somewhat Impact Wrestling. But today we are going to be doing a GamingSlamZone34 versus WWE Slam Zone presents the 2023 WWE versus AE draft. Now tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I have a guest with me. If you guys don't know, in a couple more hours, we got a bigger draft coming up, the NFL draft. So hope you guys get to watch that amazing draft coming up really soon. So anyways, guys, I guess Billy Bob's having our guest apparently he's having some technical issues on his end. Let's see here. Okay. All right. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, here is my good friend, the EOW commentator, Billy Bob.
What's up, everybody? Billy Bob in the house! Yeah! Let's go! What's up? Cut my music, Michael. Cut it. What's up, everybody? BILLYBO, Billy Bob, right here in the house for Michael Miner's mock draft. Tonight in a long time. It's been 6 years on this channel. What's up, Michael?
Yeah, it's really good. I cannot wait to do a draft. If you guys don't know, Travis and I were talking about it, and he said, "Why don't you do a draft?" And I'm like, "Okay." Haven't done a draft in a while because if you guys don't know, in a couple more hours we have the NFL draft, the 2023 NFL draft coming up in a couple more hours, live in Kansas City. We already know the two first picks, so it's going to be a good show. What are you looking forward to picking, Billy Bob?
Well, I got an awesome first pick that I can't tell you there, Michael Miner.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead and get into the rules of this draft. We are going to be picking 20 picks. It could be range from NXT, Raw, SmackDown, AEW, factions, tag teams, champions, hell, even legends of the business, current or past. It don't matter what kind of legend you can choose from that. But ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to be doing is first we are going to be doing a spin the wheel to see who is going to go first for the WWE versus AEW mock draft. So let's go ahead and bring up the wheel here. So let's go ahead and bring the wheel here up this way, upward. Here is the wheel, which will be popping up here in a few seconds here. There we go. But we're going to do it from this way with my custom layout. So there we go. All right, let's see who's going to go first.
Come on, Will. Let's go. Oh, no.
I will be going first. Oh, all right. I guess I didn't spell my channel there correctly. So I will be going first for my first pick of the 2023 WWE versus AEW draft. And my first pick for the AEW portion of for the WWE versus AEW draft, my number one pick is none other than AEW's TBS champion, Jade Cargill. She will be my first pick in the 2023 mock draft. What, Billy Bob?
What
Yeah, I'm
a
crazy.
that was. What the
Hey, she's
heck?
my number one pick.
What the
100%.
that was the crappiest pick I ever seen in my life. Come on, Michael. You really, Michael, that pick was terrible. Okay. That pick,
Hey, I mean,
the terriblest pick I've ever seen in my life. What a bad pick, Michael. You're going down. You're going down.
I I kind of like my pick. I mean, Jade Cargill, a undefeated wrestler in AEW. She is 56-0. She just defeated Taya Valkyrie last night on an episode of Dynamite. So, because if Taya Valkyrie used her move, she would have been disqualified and would have been 56-0. But anyways, Billy Bob, your first draft pick.
Well, my first draft pick is going to be way better than your draft pick. I'm serious, ladies and gentlemen. Put it in the history books and mock draft history that Michael Miner's pick was the stupidest pick ever in a mock draft history. So that's all I got to say about that. So, but my first pick, Michael Miner, is the phenomenal AJ Styles. Okay.
All right, AJ Styles.
Yeah. Coming to my WWE brand.
But don't forget we also have tomorrow night. Why we're also doing this is because tomorrow night is also the WWE draft. We're going to see where Roman Reigns is going to end up because remember, we have a new World Heavyweight Championship now that will be crowned at Night of Champions on May the 28th. So that's going to be our May 6th, I think. No, May 27th. I got it right. So, anyways, my second pick for the AEW versus WWE draft, ladies and gentlemen, put the ones up. I am going with the bloodline of Roman Reigns, Solo Sikoa, and the Usos. That is my pick, the faction of the bloodline.
Well, dang you.
And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, after we're done with our 20 picks, we're going to leave it up to you, the fans, to choose who you think made the better picks in our 20 pick draft for the WWE versus AEW draft. Billy Bob, your second pick.
Well, I am going to pick a tag team. Not a tag team. He was in a tag team back a long, long time ago. And he's from AEW, ladies and gentlemen, coming back home to the WWE. Christian Cage.
Ooh, Christian Cage. Nice pick there. Christian Cage going to WWE Slam Zone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my third pick in the draft for WWE versus AEW. I am going to go with the tag team myself, and that is none other than FTR of Dax Hardwood and Cash Wheeler of FTR, the current AEW tag team champions.
Wow. That's a good pick there.
All right, Billy Bob, your third pick in your draft.
Well, my third pick in my draft, since you stole one of my picks I was going to pick as a faction, well, I'm going with my number 2 faction, and that is the Judgment Day.
Ooh, the Judgment Day of Finn Balor, SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley, Damian Priest, and Dom himself, So the Judgment Day is going over to the WWE Slam Zone.
That's right.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, my next pick is going to be a legend of this business that's been around for the portion of the year for 30 long years. He has been the most dominant man in professional wrestling. He has been the phenom of the WWE. Ladies and gentlemen, my pick 2022 Hall of Famer, The Undertaker.
Wow. That's a good pick there, Michael. I really, yeah, that's a
Because remember, you can pick legends from the past or the ones that passed away or the ones current legends that are still around.
well, that's
Your
really
fourth pick.
well. My pick, and it's going to be a tag team, legend tag team, Michael, and it's going to be the Dudley Boys.
Oh, the Dudley Boys of Bully Ray, aka Bubba Ray Dudley. Wow. So I'm just going to put Team 3D because we all know they used to be a great tag team in TNA before TNA started to go downhill from there. Well, if you want to go with the legendary tag team, my legendary tag team is, ooh, what a rush. The Road Warriors, Animal and Hawk.
Wow. That's a good one there.
So, all right, Billy Bob, your fifth pick.
My fifth pick is going to be a women's wrestler, and it's going to be Becky Lynch.
The man, Becky Lynch, that has been really in a bad way lately with Trish Stratus. So, Becky Lynch. Oops. Sorry, I'm spelling her name wrong here. Becky Lynch. Ladies and gentlemen, also don't forget, stay tuned to my Twitter account. I will have a picture of all the superstars that we picked, and I want you guys to give me who you think was your favorite picks from the draft on Twitter too. So get ready for that. I will be doing those in a bit after the show's over while we're watching one of the greatest drafts. All right, speaking of the WWE versus AEW draft, my next pick is none other than your current AEW Trios champions, the House of Black of Brody King, Buddy Murphy, Malachi Black, and Julia Hart. So my pick is going to be the House of Black. Billy Bob, your sixth pick.
Well, my sixth pick is going to be, ladies and gentlemen. Man, it's hard to pick, but I'm going out on a limb here. Very out on a limb here. And I'm going to pick NXT from NXT, ladies and gentlemen, women's division. And I'm going to pick NXT women's champion, Indy Hartwell.
All right, Indy Hartwell, which, ladies and gentlemen, successfully defended her title at Spring Breaking, but with what's been going, we've been hearing rumors that she might be injured, so she might be off the shelf for a while. But we'll have to wait and see how that all goes down in the future. But, ladies and gentlemen, my next pick, my sixth pick, or the seventh pick, sorry, in the WWE versus AEW draft, ladies and gentlemen, I have to pick this guy. He is the him. He is the now of NXT, Carmelo, by God, NXT champion Hayes.
That's a good pick there.
All right, Billy Bob, your seventh pick in the draft.
My seventh pick is going to be none other than Johnny B. Wrestling, Johnny Gargano, Johnny Wrestling coming to my brand.
So Johnny Gargano is going to WWE Slam Zone. Well, ladies and gentlemen, number 8 of my pick. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go with a legendary woman in professional wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen, joining the Gaming Slam Zone 34 is none other than the 8th wonder of the world, China. We'll be coming over to the brand. Billy Bob, your 8th pick.
My 8th pick is going to be none other than Candice Wrestling, Candice LeRae.
Oh wow, you're getting the brand. That is a good choice there. Candice LeRae will be joining WWE Slam Zone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my 9th pick is going to be one of my favorites. He's back in AEW. You all know he was part of one of my favorite factions on NXT, baby. Ladies and gentlemen, you can say it proud. Adam Cole, baby, from AEW.
Well, I thought there for a minute you was just going to pick them as a whole group there, but that okay.
They're basically not a group anymore, so I just
so that don't count.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right.
All right, Billy Bob, your 9th pick.
Well, my 9th pick is going to be another faction, and it's going to be the Maximum Male Models of Mace and Mansoor and Maxine Dupree.
Okay, Maximum Male Models. I got nothing to say about them. They're just garbage to me. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, number 10. You want to go with factions? Ladies and gentlemen, my favorite faction of all time. You got to put the X's up. The Generation X of Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Road Dogg Jesse James, the Badass Billy Gunn, and X-Pac DX. Is coming to the WWE Gaming Slam Zone.
That's a good one.
All right, your number 10 pick.
My number 10th pick is going to be the Street Profits of Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins.
The Street Profits going to the WWE Slam Zone. That is a nice pick there.
Yep.
Now they just need to start winning the tag titles back after winning a great WrestleMania showcase match. So, anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my 11th pick. The only 3 words you need to say to him is "Let me in." The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, is my number 11th pick.
Wow.
What about your 11th pick?
My 11th pick coming straight out of AEW for his first time ever in the WWE, Christopher Daniels.
Christopher Daniels, another former TNA superstar. So you must be picking up some really good old-fashioned TNA stars from back in the day, like AJ Styles, Christian Cage, the Dudley Boys, Christopher Daniels. That's some good picks. Number 12, ladies and gentlemen, of my pick is going to be none other Mr. A-Town Down himself. He is your current United States heavyweight champion, Austin Theory. Billy Bob, your 12th pick.
Well, I have a question for you before I make my 12th pick. Are we allowed to bring a tag team back that's not there no more, or does that not count?
You could. I mean, if they were part of WWE, it's like I said, they could be tag teams from the past and that were a tag team but never was a tag team. But
I'm bringing them back, ladies and gentlemen, and it's going to be my 11th pick, the Forgotten Sons of Wesley Blake and what's his name, Steve Macklin now as Impact World Champ, but I'm bringing them back together as the Forgotten Sons here in WWE.
All right, the Forgotten Sons. Wow, that's a good pick there. Ladies and gentlemen, my 13th pick in the WWE versus AEW Slam Zone. I'm going to go back to the AEW. A man that I think is going to become your new. Wait, he's better than you, and you know it. The AEW World's Heavyweight Champion, MJF.
Really?
All right, your 13th pick, Billy Bob.
My 13th pick is coming from NXT, Dijak.
Dijak. Wow, that's a nice, good pick there. Dijak. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, my 14th pick is what I think is going to be part of the Pillar Fatal 4-Way coming up at Double or Nothing. Is going to be none other than Darby Allin. So Darby Allin is going to be coming over to the Gaming Slam Zone. Billy Bob, your 14th pick.
My 14th pick is going to be Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair.
Ooh, okay, how the hell do you spell this chicken?
You got a problem there?
I got it. Oh, it's actually, there's no E in her name, so there we go. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, my 15th pick in the WWE versus AEW draft is none other the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
That's a good one.
All right, Billy Bob, your 15th pick.
Well, my 15th pick, I'm going with the future of the women here on my roster, and she's coming from NXT, Sol Ruka.
Sol Ruka, nice pick. Ladies and gentlemen, my 16th pick. Okay, I have a little issues with my thing here, ladies and gentlemen. Let me reset my. All right, there we go. My 16th pick in the WWE versus AEW draft. I'm going with none other than she will be your future NXT Women's Champion, Zoe Starks. All right, Billy Bob, your 16th pick.
My 16th pick is going to be the hottest woman out there today that's in New Japan Pro Wrestling. Like everybody, she's like number one out there right now. Like she's like hottest on the internet. She's like the hot fry of the entire world, and that's Mercedes Moné.
Oh, Mercedes.
Don't tell Diamond I said that, okay?
I will not tell her that. So you're good on my end. So Mercedes Moné. Wow, you're going with some New Japan Pro Wrestling. Wow.
That's right.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, if you want to go with New Japan Pro Wrestling, I am going to go with one of the best factions out there right now, that will take down the Blackpool Comedy Club, the Elite of Kenny by God Omega, your U.S. champion of IWGP, and the Young Bucks.
Wow. That's a good one there. That is a very good pick there, Michael.
All right, Billy Bob, your 17th pick.
Well, my 17th pick, well, I have to pick him. That way I can make him a tag team with Christian. I'm going with Edge.
Ooh. So you now have the Edge and Christian connection on WWE Slam Zone. All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, my 18th pick. I know he was part of the Rated RKO himself. Ladies and gentlemen, my next pick is none other than the Apex Predator, Randy Orton. All right, Billy Bob, your 18th pick.
My 18th pick is none other than former Impact World Heavyweight Champion and also the producer here at the WWE Slam Zone, and also a former leader of Violent by Design, Eric Young.
All right, what a pick for that. But, ladies and gentlemen, my 19th pick in this draft, you got to say it with me, ladies and gentlemen. You got to say it. None other than the doctor of Britt Baker, DMD. My favorite girl in AEW right now. So, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD. Billy Bob, your 19th pick.
My 19th pick is going to be another faction, and it's going to be Imperium.
Ooh. Imperium, wow, of Gunther. Well, if you want to go with that, ladies and gentlemen, my final pick of the 2023 AEW versus WWE draft is none other than banger after banger after banger. Sheamus.
Wow.
All right, Billy Bob, your last pick in the 2023 WWE versus AEW draft.
Well, what is this, the 20th pick, the last pick here?
Very last pick.
Oh, dang. Already. Well, I am going with a legend from AEW, and his name is none other than Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Oh, going with Jeff Jarrett from AEW. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what a draft we had, ladies and gentlemen, from both Gaming Slam Zone and WWE Slam Zone. Let's give you the rundown for Gaming Slam Zone 34 picks and the WWE Slam Zone. Then please leave a comment in the comment section with hashtag Gaming Slam Zone 34 or hashtag WWE Slam Zone. For Gaming Slam Zone 34, we've got Jade Cargill, The Bloodline, FTR, The Undertaker, The Road Warriors, The House of Black, Carmelo Hayes, China, Adam Cole, baby, DX, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Austin Theory. Let me redo his thing because I guess I got his name wrong there. The AEW World Heavyweight Champion MJF, Darby Allin, Cody Rhodes, Zoe Starks, the Elite of Kenny Omega, the Young Bucks, Randy Orton, Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, and Sheamus. And now over to the WWE Slam Zone portion of their draft. We got AJ Styles, Christian Cage, Judgment Day, Team 3D or the Dudley Boys, Becky Lynch, Indy Hartwell, Johnny by God Gargano,
Yeah.
Candice B Wrestling herself, Candice LeRae, the dumbest faction in history of Marseille and Mansoor of Maximum Male Models, which are dumb, the Street Profits, Christopher Daniels, Forgotten Sons, Dijak, Bianca Belair,
Yeah.
Sol Ruka, Mercedes Monet, the former IWGP Women's Champion, Edge, Eric Young, Imperium, and Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah. That's right. The
All
best.
right, well, ladies and gentlemen, what a draft. Billy Bob, you got any final thoughts for the fans to choose WWE Slam Zone? And then I'll get my final thoughts.
Well, I have to say this, ladies and gentlemen. I think I have the best draft picks. I think I have the best roster. I mean, I have the best number one draft pick. I have the best last pick in number 20. You see over here on Michael Miner, he had the worst ever number one pick in the whole entire world of Jade Cargill, which I don't understand. That was the waste of time, waste of pick. So I don't understand why he went with that. I'm sorry, but that's Michael. But yeah, I don't know. And if everybody was wondering why, and if you're wondering, Michael, why I was having to pick maximum male models, because I was getting in my earpiece. That flatbed greasy said if I didn't pick them on my roster, he would come through that door and beat me up right then and there. So I had to. I was forced to, Michael. Can you believe that?
Yeah, that's fatback greasy for you, sitting there threatening people, and think he's all big and bad.
I know. It's like I was like, well, I don't want to pick them, but that's it, But he said, if you don't pick them, I'm coming through that door. But yeah, man, I don't like flatbed greasy, But I still think, other than that, I think I still have a awesome roster. So, in what what I'm going to do there, Michael? What I'm going to do is just what Flatbed Crazy made me do that. Well, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make them jobbers like they always are.
Like always.
So, anyway, though, I have to say, I think my roster is way better than your roster. So I think everybody should pick my roster instead of Michael Miner's roster because of Jade Cargill, the worst ever in number one pick history. Okay, well,
And that pick was
yeah,
a storm is coming through.
yeah, okay, whatever you say about that, but I think I have a strong number one and a strong number 20. That's all I got to say about it. Got some factions in there other than maximum male jobbers. But other than that, I think I'm good. I think I'm going to win the contest here. Vote for me, ladies and gentlemen. Vote for Billy Bob. That's right. Even Bella over here. See, Bella. Even Bella thinks she's going to vote for me. You vote for me, Bella. You vote for me. You vote? Yeah, see, she voted for me too. So you automatically lose already by 1 point by Bella helping me win here. But all in all, go ahead and that's my final thoughts. So it's your go there, Michael.
Well, my final thoughts on the whole WWE/AEW draft. I'm going to win because I have the best draft picks. I got two of the best wrestlers in AEW right now as the current champions. I got some really good picks. The Undertaker, some legends. So I will win that pick. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, but before we get off, I just want to do something that a little extra to part of the show. I want us to give us our top 10 WWE draft picks that think that will be going to which brand? So, Billy Bob, I'm going to start off with you with your top 10. Who do you think is going to go where in your top 10 draft picks?
Well, okay. Well, you got to keep count for me because I'll lose count because I'm 90 years old. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So I think that AJ Styles is going from if they're counting the OC, if they're going to count that, I think that group, and I think it's more time for AJ to move over to SmackDown because he hasn't been to SmackDown in like a long, long time, over years and years. When he was not over there, when he was over there last is when he was WWE champ. So I think if they're going to count him as the OC together, I think that whole group will move over to SmackDown as number one.
Okay. What are your other top 9? Who do you also think is going to go? Your number 2 pick.
Well, my number 2 pick, I mean, I really think that Imperium is going over to Raw.
Oh, so you want to see the Intercontinental Championship being defended on Raw, which we haven't seen the Intercontinental Championship on Raw since 2005.
Right.
I'm guessing since 2005 when it
I think it's time. I
was
think it's
still the Oval title, and then it would transitioned over to SmackDown as a newer, older title. Yeah, I think so too. I think it should go back over to Raw because it was more prestigious there. Your number 3 pick.
Number 3, I think that the Judgment Day is moving from Raw over to SmackDown because you got to look at it. Rhea Ripley's the SmackDown Women's Champ. So I think they're not going to split them up. I think they're just going to move them over to SmackDown, which is more of a change of scenery for them. And here lately, they have already been competing on SmackDown so far.
All right. Your 4th pick.
Well, my 4th pick, and I think maybe from SmackDown, we might see Charlotte Flair go over to Raw.
All right. What a pick there. Number 5.
Number 5, I think that the Street Profits are going to move from Raw to SmackDown.
All right. Number 6.
Number 6, well, I think we're going to see a call up here of Braun Breaker going to Monday Night Raw.
That'd be a good pick there. All right. Number 7.
Number 7, oh, that's very tough. But I see possibly Roman Reigns, maybe in the bloodline, moving to Raw.
All right. So you see Roman Reigns taking the WWE Undisputed Championship over to Raw.
Yep.
And then you see the new World Heavyweight Championship going over to SmackDown, which would be a really good place for that.
I think that's the best scenario, Michael, because it's like you had the Universal Championship, WWE Championship for so long over on SmackDown, and the Usos has been over there on SmackDown for over 2 years. I think it'd be nice to see, Raw, maybe get the bigger ratings, move them over because SmackDown here lately is having great ratings with the Bloodline. So I'm thinking that, they might move them over to Raw. That way they can fill them 3 hours more better.
All right, your number 9 pick.
Number 9 pick. Oh, man. Let's see. I think we're going to see more NXT call-ups. I really do think we're going to see possibly maybe another faction. Maybe they're going to move up Chase U to SmackDown.
Oh, Chase U stays on NXT where they belong. But anywho,
I don't know there, Michael, because here lately that's been a rumor that they might get called up.
well, yeah, with that squash match on Tuesday might happen. But and your final pick, your 10th pick, who do you think will join Raw or SmackDown?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, this was my 10th pick. It's going to be a tough pick to figure out, but I think it's time. I think it's time to move and split up Damage Control. I mean, look at what's going on here with Damage Control. They're not getting along, so I think they're going to split it up, and then Bailey moves from Raw to SmackDown.
Uh, I think so too. So now my 10 picks that I think will be going to Raw and SmackDown. First pick is going to be Roman Reigns going to Raw as the WWE Undisputed Universal Champion, because I really think he deserves to be there and give you more competition
Well,
with that.
you don't think they're going to just do the whole bloodline, or no? You think they're splitting up the bloodline?
Yeah, they can bring the bloodline with.
Right.
If you bring the bloodline with, I want to see Solo Sokola going after the Intercontinental Championship.
Well, and see, also before I didn't mean to interrupt your picks here, but the other thing I was going to say is I don't know what they might do. I don't know what they might do, Michael, with say if the bloodline does move over to Raw with Roman, what's going to happen with the tag team division, tag team titles, because they're still undisputed, and it's like, okay, we got a world champion for another belt for a world championship for say SmackDown. If that's going to happen that way, what's going to happen to the tag division? We're going to have another belt or something.
Yeah, I think so too. I think that should. I can see that happening. My number 2 pick is now. You got your Intercontinental Champion going to Raw. I will put Austin Theory, the United States Champion, over to SmackDown for that. So that would be good to see. Number 3, I hate to say this, but the breakup of the Alpha Academy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Chad Cable will go over to SmackDown, and Otis will stay on Raw with the Maximum Male Models on Raw. So that is my pick there for the split. Number 4, my NXT call up will be Braun Breaker going to SmackDown because I
Okay.
can see that happening.
Okay.
Number 5 would be Johnny Gargano going to SmackDown because he's been on Raw for a while and hasn't been doing much on Raw. And I think with Johnny Gargano going to SmackDown, this will be my good thing to do. Have him involved in that tournament
Right.
for the
Right.
World Heavyweight Championship. Number 6, you do another NXT call up. You bring Roxanne Perez and put her on Raw. So she can be another competitor for Bianca Belair. Number 7, I'm going to go with the same thing you said. Judgment Day going over to SmackDown because because of what's her name with Rhea Ripley on SmackDown with the SmackDown Women's Championship. Number 8, I am going to go with Dolph Ziggler going to Raw, staying on Raw, trying to get him more involved in stuff instead of just sitting in the back doing nothing. Number 9 pick, I'm going to go with that I think is going to go over to SmackDown. Or no, going to Raw, the Viking Raiders.
Okay.
I think the Viking Raiders will go over to Raw and stay there and show their little dominance there. And number 10, Drew McIntyre going to Raw.
Wow.
Or if you want to put Drew in that, the World Heavyweight Championship, the new title that just came out, you leave him on SmackDown and you put the title on the line and have him win and go on to Night of Champions against Cody.
All right.
So that is my 10 picks, what I think is going to go in each place. Please leave your comments down below what you guys think will go to Raw and SmackDown. What NXT call ups are you going to see coming up very soon? Uh, Billy Bob, you got any final things you want to say before we go? Any updates, stuff coming up to the channel? Go right ahead.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, got not a lot of updates here because there's been a lot of things going on behind the scenes at WWESlamZone. I have been told by the board of directors here. A lot of stuff has been scrapped, unfortunately, but we'll make that up to you fans very soon. But we do have a WWE 2K23 stream coming up in May. I think it's going to be around May the 18th, somewhere around there, maybe that weekend or so. We're not sure. We'll have to find out on that. But stay tuned. We're going to have a WWE 2K23 live stream called Old School Night, and it's going to be produced. I'm going to announce this. Produced by GamingSlamZone. So he will be the producer of that stream, ladies and gentlemen. So, you know, tune in for that. It's going to be an amazing old school night because I've been hearing word that we getting graphics from Micro Miner Incorporated. We're getting that. We're getting graphics for the show and everything. So y'all want to stay tuned for that stream. And we'll also showcase the May DLC as well. So y'all have to tune in for the old school night. We announced a few matches at the end of our last stream this month, a few days ago, on our past stream that Michael Miner announced for this upcoming stream next month as well. But please stay tuned. We got more content coming at you very soon. The reviews will be coming at you very soon. And speaking of the graphic, look at our logo for Old School Night. Thank you, producer. WWE 2K23 Old School Night right here at the WWESlamZone. Hope everybody likes that logo. But yes, I want everybody to tune in because going forward, we will have a stream each month going forward for WWE 2K23 that you do not want to miss, featuring stars like, I hate to say it, Flatbed Greasy and Michael Scars and Greasy Revolutions, Alana Hayes, Evie Albright. We'll have stars like that on the streams as well. So tune in for that, ladies and gentlemen. And wow, we got a awesome picture here of the bloodline. That is awesome. Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso, Jimmy Uso, and Roman Reigns. What an awesome picture that is, ladies and gentlemen. You know, and also we gotta figure out who's gonna be the one in our WWE 2K23 live streams to beat Roman Reigns. I mean, he's been unstoppable in our streams. He's been winning every single match and defending his championship each and every stream. Who's going to be able to stop him? Who knows, ladies and gentlemen? But we thought Flatbed Greasy was going to beat him up, but that didn't happen. We won the tournament, but it didn't happen. But anyway, yeah, and if anybody's wondering, well, go back and look, Belly Bob. He got beat. No, he didn't. That match didn't count. Nick freaking Cage didn't even beat him. That's all I got to say. That didn't even count. I don't know. That's old Flatbed friend or something. I don't know. But anyway, all I have to say, that's about it. I mean, I don't have any much more announcements. They gave me word that's about it, Michael, because what in the world just happened? I just heard something weird outside, but that's another story. I don't know. Maybe it was thunder. We having a storm here, I think. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that's it, Michael. But yeah, we had some stuff that had to be scrapped, rescheduled in the future. But we'll find out. We'll let all the fans know when that time will be.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, future updates for WWE for Gaming Slam Zone. We will be hopefully having a show coming up real soon next week. I will be going to the movie theaters to see Super Mario Bros. Live at the movie theaters. I will be doing a afterthought of the show. I will be doing a vlog live, so you guys will get to see that two-parter of me going to the show and me after the show's over. So you guys get ready to see that. I will tell you how I thought of the Super Mario Bros. Movie coming out. So, anyways, um, there will be some more updates. I will be making an update video pretty soon for the channel um, with some scheduling of what's going to happen and going forward. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, TWF will be returning in 2 weeks. Um, we are just taking a couple week break off because we have busy things coming up next week with money stuff. So, anyways, we'll be doing that in the near future. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, I am Michael Miner, host of the Gaming Slam Zone. That's Billy Bob from the WWE Slam Zone. We will see you next time. Good night, everybody.
Good night.